So eventually on your meditative journey, you will have to come to a point where you develop an intuitive understanding on how to work with thought. I guess when you have started meditating, you will have found that there is something about thought that makes it problematic. So when you receive that instruction to stay with the meditation object, what usually prevents you to do that for prolonged periods of time is some discursive thinking. Some thought that catches your attention so much that you actually lose track of what you are there for, what you wanted to do. You will lose the knowing of staying present, of mindfulness, of staying with the object, of being aware of the space of your mind. So thought is really central to how you become good at meditation. And for that you have to kind of develop an intuitive understanding how much effort and concentration you should put on thought or pull away from thought. So neither approach works well. So you cannot just say, okay, I'm going to do nothing about thoughts and just get lost in them for the time of the session. Then it's not really meditation. But you can also not just go to the other extreme and say, okay, I'm going to use all my concentrative power to block out all thoughts or to just remain with the meditation object. You will see that this will also not work. It will be frustrating. You will see that there is the meditation object, but that there is also just thought coming in no matter how hard you try. So it's a balance that you have to be struck there. You have to find where is the point where, yes, you allow thoughts to come, but you also are easily able to let them go. So it's not about trying to get rid of them, but it's also about trying to let them go on their own time. So not to put more fuel into them. That's really the way you want to go, the way you want to work with thought. And if there is something in thought that over and over catches your attention so that you get lost in them, try to find out what that is. Maybe it's a particular kind of thought. Maybe it's a thought that's actually about your practice that always goes unnoticed, or a thought about some aspect of yourself that always seems to be coming there, sneaking in, happening in this blind spot where you can't really see it when it arises. And over time you will become more and more aware of all of these different types of thoughts and be able to have them come up in mindfulness, in awareness, and then see them for what they are and actually just allow them to drop away, to fall away, and not to suppress them. And this is really how you can work with thought, or how you have to work with thought eventually. So it's neither possible to force them away, nor to just indulge in them endlessly. Neither end of the spectrum is going to be successful. And you can even try out what it feels like to continuously put effort in thought and think them consciously every moment of your session, like without having any gaps in between thoughts. You will notice that this is also something that the thoughts don't want. They want to have their unconscious space where they happen. So whenever you try to do something consciously to them, you will find the mind will try to resist that. So either putting too much effort into them, or no effort at all, or trying to suppress them, none of those are going to work eventually. And the right balance is right where you can relax into letting them go, so that you set the intention of remaining with the meditation object over and over again. You have to set that intention. And then whenever thoughts come, you recognize them and set the intention again once the thought has passed. And so that's generally like an overview of how you can approach working with thought in meditation. And I hope this is helpful. If you want help with your specific spiritual journey, just let me know. I have a website, the link you find under this video, where you can contact me. You can just book a session and we can talk about your difficulties, your situation, and maybe I can help you out with that. Yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.